too douchey. Kind of offsets itself. Welcome to American Grind, the show that celebrates the people who keep this country going. The welders, truck drivers, linemen, mechanics, farmers, first responders, small business owners, and anyone who gets up every day, puts in an honest day's work, and keeps America moving. We're your hosts. I'm Andrew Kale. To my right,
Neil Shaw.
And to my left,
Jaden Woods.
And around here that we believe that hard work still matters, character still counts, and every job deserves respect. So pull up a chair, settle in, and let's get to work. This is episode 6 of American Grind. Today, I guess we're going to talk about small town versus big city. We'll just start off with what you guys prefer. Neil, what about you?
So, I don't like the big city, and not really a small town. I want to live like where I live now, but maybe 10 minutes out on like 10 acres. And they have that.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I want to be. Just so I can have my land, my farming, privacy, but still be 10, 15 minutes away from the city life. I mean, I think truly I am a country boy at heart because I love riding horses. I love the farm. I grew up baling hay and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's where I want to be.
I think I agree with that. I used to want to live in a big city, and then it kind of went the other way where I started enjoying living in a small town. I've told you this before. My dad used to live in this really small town in Indiana called Darlington, and about all they have there is like a farmer's market and a post office. And so one time we went to dinner and we come back home, and his other car in the parking in the driveway legitimately just spontaneously combusted. I reached in to grab something from the front and opened the door, and a big plume came out, and you couldn't see because it was dead at night, but there was all this smoke in there. And so I'm like, dude, call the fire department. And he's like, there's not there by the time they come,
right,
the Camaro's gonna be gone, this thing's gonna blow. And his neighbor just walks out of his house, which is about a good 30-40 yards. They're probably one of 4 houses on this block. Otherwise, it is desolate. Neighbor walks out with this giant tub and just doesn't say a word, walks straight over to the car, and in one go just tosses it, gets it out like he was the neighborhood fireman, I guess.
He was waiting for that time.
And when he comes out, he had to be. And when he came out, he said they wouldn't have shown up. And that was literally the only thing he said other than when we were like, oh my God, thank you. And he just went, walked off like he'd done it 30 times. Like there was
that was his job.
That's crazy. And that was when I decided I do not want to live in a desolate small town, because that was the wake up call of I'd rather not have my whole place just
poof, be gone. Yeah, I think that's where those volunteer firefighters, and hey, more power to those guys because they get up and answer the calls. But yeah, you're looking at least probably 45 minutes, an hour before anybody's there. It's all gone.
Absolutely.
All right, Jaden, how about you, bro?
Yeah. So I've always kind of grown up around the city stuff. I'm not too far from St. Louis all my life, but I've kind of been drawn to the smaller town stuff. But that's a good point. I've never thought about.
You don't think about it until it happens like that. When I was like, oh man, you don't have to deal with people, and I can drive 45 minutes to get groceries. Who cares? And then that happened, and I was like, oh, I care. Then what's funny? About 6 months later, my dad moved to a bigger city too, because he was like, I think that was a wake up call for him as well.
Right.
Yeah, that's a scary situation to not have the emergency services.
It is 100% a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
City versus country.
Yeah.
That's why you got to move in between. You can have the best of both worlds. That's why I
like that
to be
idea.
just on the outskirts. And I mean, you can go fishing still. You still have everything 10, 15, 20 minutes away. No big deal.
Yeah.
I don't want to drive an hour. And then I also don't want to go to a city and walk around or drive and be sick.
I hate this city.
I mean, the city's just
not for me.
Yeah,
but especially, it is for some people.
Oh yeah, some people thrive and love the city.
It. Yeah.
I love the city, but it's within a limit.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's where I'm at. Is that my dream destination has always been, since I've first been there. I would like to live in Denver at some point. Then I was don't want to live in a big city. So then you want to live in Boulder or Aurora or something like that. But then the issue is those even smaller towns around bigger cities, they're just pricing up. Boulder is no longer. I mean, it's a bigger place, but it used to be a lot more accessible and was kind of just a college town.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be paying 3/4 of what you paid if you lived in Denver anyway.
Right.
If you live in somewhere like Boulder or somewhere that's around.
That's like places like Flagstaff. Flagstaff, I've looked up 100 different times just because their year-round weather is like an average of like 78, 80 degrees.
Where's that?
Flagstaff, Arizona. And I'm sure it's hell of expensive to move there, but I would move there in a heartbeat. If I could have that, I would love life.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine 80-degree weather all day, just chilling, gets
like
cold
almost
at night,
year-round, too,
right?
yeah.
I'm way too pale for that. That sounds awful.
Well, you wouldn't be pale.
Yeah.
I guess
Fix
you're
that
right.
later.
You would fix that.
You're right.
But
No,
I mean,
you're right.
yeah, definitely the mix of city and country, I think, is perfect.
Yeah. I feel like there's stuff you need. I mean, until, like, obviously you got people that have been out there 20, 30 years, they kind of know how that stuff gets handled. You know, like the guy that had the wheelbarrow water.
Like he had that water waiting. Like he knew something. He was probably the guy that started the damn car on fire.
Yeah, I bet he probably had it sitting there. He's like, man, I gotta get rid of this somehow. But that's the thing is, like, he had to have had that sitting, and it was just, he didn't like walk out of his garage. He like walked out of his like right off his fire bucket. Like exactly. He didn't like. It wasn't like we were like, man, call the fire department, and then the fire went on for like 15 minutes. Like he'd like put a hose in it. I was like, dude, call the fire department. My dad was like, there's not one. And then like the second, I'm like looking around like we're, screwed. And the second like that thought went through my head, I heard the door creak open, and he just comes waddling out with like this big old bucket. And
I could see this old country guy waddling out with a bucket too.
Most impressive part was, like I said, this car was on fire, and he doused the whole thing in one go. He didn't have to go back in.
That's insane.
It was insane. It felt like a bad dream. It kind of was. So
It kind of was.
it was what nightmares are made of.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I guess, what are the unique benefits that come from either living out in the country or living in a big city that you could really think of that would differentiate them or really shift your opinion?
I think living in the country, it's a huge difference. Like, I mean, it goes back to like the food topic. Like you could have your own cows, have your own vegetable garden, have pigs, whatever you want to
Almost eat all
whatever
all
you
the
have.
food.
Yeah, I mean, it's self-sustainable.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to pay for feed and stuff like that, but I mean, you're eating way better, and you know what you're putting in your body.
100%.
Versus, and then like city living, I mean, you just buy pretty much what they have there.
Yeah.
Like you're just stuck.
I feel like the main benefit to city living is the convenience of things. So like you have everything close. I mean, like it's 5 minutes down the road to go get something, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Whereas when it comes to like the smaller town country life, it's like you have to work for it. But I feel like that's why some people like it, is because it adds, like we were talking about in the last episode,
accomplishing.
adds some accomplishment to it. Makes you feel good when you can have that self-sustainable life and eat good food and things like that.
I imagine you'd be happy as all get out.
Yeah.
Like if you're on your 15, 20 acres, whatever you have, and you're having your own food, eating good. Shoot, that's to me is feeling accomplished.
Yeah.
I
feel like that's what most people want to do. Like I feel like not everybody wants to live in the city, but they have to.
Right.
As far as like job commutes, things like that, with gas prices and stuff. A lot of people can't afford to take that big move and live in the country and then drive an hour and 30 minutes to work every day. So
and I'm not a people person.
Yeah.
Like it drives me nuts being around like a ton of people all the time.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, I don't know.
See, something I almost like about the city though is like, you get more of your own time, but I think like in a city, the one thing I enjoy is that like, first off, I love trying new restaurants and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I also like that in a lot of bigger cities now, there's a little bit of everything within like a 6 to 8 block radius. I love walking around, and then people in big cities, I feel, are more focused in on their own stuff, so they don't bother you.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel. Like when I'm walking around in a city, obviously people might say something or something, and I'm not a total antisocial person, so that's fine. But otherwise, like everybody else is pretty straight line right to where they want to be.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know. It's nice to visit a city to do all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like visiting cities. I definitely would not want to live in one. 100% no.
I don't think I could. For a long time, I was thinking about like apartment or like high rise and stuff, and it's like I hear people talking about it, and it's like you almost feel like you live in a box.
Right.
Like you got to get in the elevator to go anywhere.
Right.
And then we got to walk down the hallway. You're sharing walls and stuff.
Right. Yeah,
so like,
and you can hear everything.
yeah, exactly.
So what do you guys think about, like, do you think the internet has changed living in the city versus country?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think especially similar to like Denver. Like probably the first time I went to Denver, it was an obviously big city, but it was like navigable. It was easier to navigate, and now it is packed like sardines.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you've ever been to the Denver airport, but it used to be.
I've been there. It is crazy.
If you've been in there recently,
airport,
you're waiting on the street to bring your luggage and stuff in.
Yeah.
And when I first went to Denver, I mean it was busy, but it wasn't like that. But like you
Yeah.
go to the airport now, like you might as well get there like 6 hours ahead of time.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Nothing's going to move the same.
Right.
I do love the people watching in a city too.
People watching is so much fun.
If you have a balcony,
I love watching people.
my buddy moved to Denver like 3-4 years ago, and like they wanted to go to concerts and try new restaurants. Like we went on a hiking trail and all that. Dude, my favorite thing to do was when they fell asleep, I would just go out and sit on the balcony and just watch people at like 2 to 4 a.m. and the wide range of interactions people would have with each other, good and bad, like in that.
It's just so great.
Oh, dude,
in that
it's so
time frame, especially.
It was
like the best time frame to watch people.
It was like bird watching. Like
Right.
you know, people wake up and they're like, break of dawn, I gotta go out and
He's
watch
up
the
on the
birds.
balcony making calls.
Yeah, dude, 4 a.m. I'd be out there with somebody and be like, dude, you will not like believe this, dude. Like you just won't believe any of it. It was great. I loved that aspect of it.
Yeah.
You do feel like you live in a box though, like everything, and also. Moving things into big cities apartments building,
gosh.
the freight elevator never works. The freight elevator
it never works.
Never. He moved on to the 12th floor of like a 25-story building, and the freight elevator was out 3 out of the 4 days that we were there.
Right.
So all his couches, all that stuff, that had to be lifted up 12 sets of stairs, and
that's no good.
It was a good amount of fun
So
for us.
did you go to the underground city when you were at the Denver airport?
No,
Can we not talk about that?
I don't. Wait, no. What's the underground city? Hold
You've
on.
never heard of the underground
They've got like back
city?
rooms and
They're
stuff.
talking about like there's like a whole city under
okay.
there.
No, I have heard of that. No, I wasn't. I think that's you have to be selected for that, and
Yeah.
I'm not. Like if I move there one day, hopefully, like you know.
Well, maybe if this takes off, you'll be selected.
That's
They'll
what
be
I'm
like,
saying.
we want the American grind people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want the American grind people, or you know?
Because they talk about taxes, we can disappear them.
Yeah, exactly.
They flew into Denver, and I don't know, they went hiking.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
That's true too. Big cities, I'll imagine that too. Like in the country, you live like with like 4 to 5 neighbors. If they don't see you walk out their door, all of a sudden, like everybody's in your living room windows. Like, are they okay?
Right.
Yeah.
City. You can go 6 weeks and someone's
Right.
like, "Yo, did you guys see Chet?" And you're like,
The
"I
only way
think
they-
Chet went to Chicago, but Chet could be dead in his
The only
living
way
room
they
the whole
find
time."
you is the
Like,
smell.
Yeah,
They're like,
exactly.
hold on, what's that smell? It's been like, I've been smelling this for 10 weeks now.
Well, even in
Some
that,
decaying
you're
body.
in a metropolitan apartment building, so they're going to probably like knock down 30 doors before they get to yours. Like, and they'll probably still find somebody along the way. They'll be like, "Oh,
Right.
that was it." No, Chet did move, but no, Chet's still dead.
Chet's still dead. You gotta go 2 more flights up.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's Denver for you.
I'm going to notch that onto my to-do list, though. I got to get an invite there.
Yeah.
I don't think you can even
See,
get invited
look.
there. I think it's like a secret base.
Regular Andrew.
Oh, it was
Denver
the shade
background. Denver background.
Denver
room.
background.
See,
Now
now
you're
going to
get an invite there.
Yeah. See, this is underground city material right
Yep.
here.
Oh yeah.
Can't see my eyes. You don't know what I'm thinking.
He almost looks like Ed Sheeran right there.
You know. So the amount.
Little bit.
You know what's sad is there are at least
do.
2 women in my life that I've dated. Literally, were like, I love that you look so much like Ed Sheeran. There's actually we're way off
Here we
topic at
go.
this point.
Here
we go.
I'm in this. So this one time, I'm in.
At band camp.
At Put-in-Bay. It's like a location spot in Ohio. It's right next to. I think they try to steal all the customers that like look at Six Flags because that's how they got me. And they're like the lines are too long. So I go to Put-in-Bay. I'm admittedly kind of trashed, and I walk out of this restaurant that didn't have prices on the menu. So I was like, I'm not going there. So I walk out, and there's this dude who is like drunk in like a reclining chair, and he hops out of his chair, like hooks his foot like in it, and is like dragging it with him, and he gets probably to about like right here, until he's like, "Oh, you're not Ed Sheeran," and I'm like,
You're not Ed Sheeran.
and he was like, "No, you look like Ed Sheeran," and I was like, I'm not Ed Sheeran, man," with like a little more of a slur because I'm trashed. But he was like, "Can I get a picture with you?" And I'm like, "But I'm not Ed Sheeran," and he was like, "No, I know. But I need to tell my friends when I tell this story how much you do look like Ed Sheeran so that when I tell them what I just did, like they don't think I'm a jackass." And I was like, okay. So I gave him a picture. So You're welcome
cool.
if you're out there watching. That was my little breakaway story. We'll move back into the actual topic here. But
So what do you think the cultural differences are from city and country? In my opinion, I think a lot more people are starting to like the country.
Yeah.
Just because nowadays it seems like the cities are getting violent, more violent, I guess.
Yeah.
Or if it's not more violent, it's just reported more.
Yeah.
And I really think people are starting to get into like fishing and stuff
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
which is amazing. Because
Yeah.
people are outdoors touching grass.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on the cultural differences?
I think it depends on like where you go, honestly. Like I think bigger city, like I'd say like Denver, for instance, I don't really want to talk to anybody there because a lot of people that are moving there they're frankly like the newer crowd. Like they've come there for either the tourism or because like they're like big into business
Eat
or
a bunch
something.
of edibles.
Yeah, dude, they're that too. They're not. Yeah, they're not enjoying the Denver vibe. the way they're supposed to. But and then like I don't know. I feel like in the country, like I just said, like everybody's just a little bit more concerned and looking out for you. I guess.
It's more of like a community feel.
Yeah,
You know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
City, you're also blocked off,
Right.
and everybody, like I said, is just tunnel vision to what they're doing.
Like even in these big subdivisions, I know some people get together and stuff, but like you have these big communities, and you don't see kids outside running around a lot because they're all inside on their phone.
Yeah.
So and it's sad, but I mean, I don't know. I guess that goes to helping your kid learn how to be social.
I'd say that's a part of it too. In the country, don't have as great reception, don't have as great Wi-Fi, so a lot of those, you know, I'm sure there's still plenty of them that are still addicted to their phones and they've got the nice Xfinity or something, but generally have a little bit more to do. In the city, I mean, you walk downtown and everybody is like this.
Yeah, because when we go back to my homeland of Washington State, my mom has a little bit of property out there, but we are outside on that property feeding horses, doing stuff. Like, I don't think the kids went inside and sat and played, didn't want to play anything. We were literally outside every day from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference of living in the country and versus living in the city, because there's so much stuff you can do out in the country. You can ride four-wheelers, ride horses, you can dig, you can break stuff, throw stuff, whatever you want to do, you can do on your property.
Yeah.
So, and in the city, you don't really have that freedom.
Yeah, you're like restricted.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even park your car on your grass.
Right.
Yeah.
At this point, can you even park a car at all? Like when I go straight up, when I go to Chicago, I will park my car at like an outside city and find a way. And like I will have, if I'm driving there with people, they will meet me and pick me up if they're like doing it. I won't. I will pull over in Love's Park or something and stash my car for like a week at a donut shop and be like, "Yo, it broke down. I'm coming back to get it." It didn't break down. I'm just not paying Chicago parking prices.
Right.
But what I like about the country, like especially where my dad lives. He lives in a spot where it's not necessarily the country, but it's a very small. It's like an Amish town, right between like Richmond and Ohio. What I love, like I'm a night owl, and I like go on runs and stuff in the city. Like even small town where I live, I would not like want to go run my mile at like 3 a.m.
No way.
Out in the country though,
I'm gone.
oh dude, I'm yeah, dude, exactly. Like I will
feel free.
You feel free. Like I will still go to my dad's and like play video games, but like one of my favorite things there is I'll totally just be like, you just want to like walk to the gas station and just like enjoy the fresh air and like actually being able to
stars you can see.
There you go.
Oh my
You're
Lord,
right.
there are so many more
Light,
stars.
yes.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh,
because of light pollution.
Yeah.
So many of those street lights, and it like even in my town where like I'm not right in the heart of it, and I'm like closer to the edge of town, you can't see it unless it's like bright outside.
Right.
But like you go out into the country, I can see those stars, and I'll sit out there and watch that for like 2 hours rather than sit on my phone.
Oh,
Way more.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Well, where'd you stop?
I didn't. I know that was the end of what I had to say.
I
So
thought
like,
you were still going.
no, I mean
I was waiting for the next
I know.
part.
no, I
What
mean
about you, Jaden?
Yeah, I mean, the country, I feel like, is where it's at. Like we were talking about, I mean, you just feel a lot more free out there. It's like the spot to, like, you feel restricted at the house. It's like I
you
want to
can
do
light
certain
fireworks.
stuff,
You
and
can
I
do
can't.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like I can dig a hole without my neighbor,
just 'cause I want
without
to.
calling 811 to come out and mark for something.
Yeah.
Because I'm digging out on the back 40.
Yeah,
Like,
or even just have fun in the yard, like right in the driveway. It's like it's a problem for anybody else.
Yep.
And then to touch on how you were saying about like it feels like a more tight-knit community, even down to like small things. Like I go outside and it's like you don't even want to look at the neighbor, whereas out there it's like you wave to every single person, even when you're just driving past them.
Or if you're out there working, they offer to help.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people don't grasp that. Like out in the country, like if you're struggling and broke down, these people we stop and help you.
Yeah.
Like that's what happens.
Yeah.
Like because that's the community it is.
Yeah.
But in the city, you broke down on the side, you're out. Too bad for him. That sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see that guy? Get out your phone and record him.
Yeah.
Or pull up next to him and tell the poor bastard he can't park there.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
like, it's crazy. But yeah.
And it happens all the time in the city. I mean, you'd never get that kind of treatment elsewhere.
Right.
I think that's part of it too. Is whenever you're in a city, flock cameras, everybody pulling out their phone. I feel like you always feel like you're on camera, so you kind of have like an extra level, or everyone's watching you, so like you have a different level of anxiety. Whereas in the country, you're just like you said, kind of you feel more free.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you know, you don't feel so like scrutinized and boxed in
Yeah.
necessarily. If you understand what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I get it.
And in the country, like, I like to fish a lot. When I go fishing out here and I hit the river, I'm scared if it's like a crackhead or something in the woods.
Yeah.
Right. Pops out of nowhere. What you got?
Yeah, it's like you gotta really be on 10 when you're out here
Mm-hmm.
at all times, and it's like when you're in the country, you
You don't have
let
to worry
your
about
guard
that.
down a little
Right,
bit.
you can let your guard down, and you're not worried about Joe Schmo coming up because he's gonna. What you got?
Yeah.
You know, you mind if I
Got an
fish here with
extra
you? Right. And that's just how it is. That's the difference in culture, I think.
Yeah.
But I also think people would be a lot happier if they would experience that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get rid of the hustle and bustle and nonstop and just go out there and chill. Man.
Yeah. I
Go
feel like
chill
every
for a
time
little
I
bit.
take a friend out fishing, they enjoy it. You know?
Oh yeah, like when we go to Washington, I'm crabbing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I cannot wait. I'm 2 weeks away. And
Yeah.
I'm going crabbing. Like
Yeah.
I love crabbing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's good times.
Yeah.
Crabbing.
Get it.
You just
Yeah.
catch crabs.
Well, so they have little
Like in the
pots
fun
that you
way- like
can
in the
put
fun
on a
way.
fishing pole, but these ones, I got the big crab pots, the big boxes, and you could just go out there and huck them off the dock, and you put like chicken and stuff in there. Crab could go in there, and you just let it sit out there for like an hour, and then you pull it up.
That's awesome.
And
It's
you got
fun.
dinner.
It's fun.
I'm not done enough crabbing or fishing. I need to do more of that.
I might have
so.
to get out there, man.
And then,
I do.
Go hit the
I've only
river.
been fishing like twice, and it was Boy Scouts. So like,
so what about like the economies of like the city versus the country? Like, do you think it's like to me?
I
think,
feel like at this point it's getting to a point where there really isn't that big of a difference because like things like property taxes and all that stuff. Like where my dad lives, his house has quadrupled in value since he bought it like around like 2019, and I feel like that's because like now those are the more desirable places.
right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like the city's cheap. It's definitely not. But I don't feel like places out in the country that are at least nicer places are really any cheaper these days because everybody's looking at them going, well, people want to have more of that isolation.
Right, definitely.
So, you know, if you got a land with 5 acres and a house, we're going to charge, you know, we're charging buku for that because
Right.
everybody wants that. You know, nobody, like everybody likes living in like the nice big apartment, like friends in the city
what
and stuff.
I hate
but
to see is when you're going out to the country and you see these big housing developers buy this fucking 40 acres and they just shove a bunch of houses in.
Yeah,
It's like,
neighborhoods.
dude,
Yeah.
come on, man. You're out in the country, you're ruining it.
Yeah.
Like, stay back in the city, go buy a plot of land, pay $10 million for it, build your
Yeah.
houses, sell them for whatever. Just stay
Yeah.
out of the country.
Yeah.
I mean, you have some of those developers that will put like a house on a 5 acre lot, which is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty legit. But like for them to buy a property and just build a bunch of houses, like I'd rather
Yeah.
have farmland out
Yeah.
there.
That's not even like people are moving out there for the country life at that point.
Right?
Might
Yeah.
as well just
That's
stay
why
in
it's
the
so weird to
suburbs.
see them because like if you drive out west a little
Yeah.
bit
Yeah.
and you head down like DD or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you just see out of nowhere, boom,
All
housing
development.
It's like,
There's a
what the-
bunch
like,
of them too.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like a trend.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like no matter where you go, the developers now are just trying to scoop up all the land they can and,
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh
make
my
the cash
gosh,
off
yeah,
hand
and
over
the
foot.
houses these guys make are horrible.
Well, they
That's another topic we'll talk about.
Yeah.
like they'll take huge amounts of land and like you said, like one where like 1 or 2 houses rested, and then they're like, well, you know, if like 30 houses can fit here, why don't we just like make a whole neighborhood? And then becomes one of those like big eyesore neighborhoods sitting right off the corner of a
Right.
highway where, you know, It's ugly. Where it's at is ugly. You're just watching cars drive by all day, but they still going to charge you like $200,000, if not more, for
They're
it.
probably charging $400,000 or $500,000 for that
Look,
damn
dude,
thing.
hey,
You know what?
I'm
It's
not buying.
crazy.
I'm
not buying it.
I'll be lucky if I get a shack, dude. Like.
All right.
But anyways, that's our opinion on it, and I know that you guys have got some as well. Big city or small town, let us know at voice@american-grind.com. And then at americangrind.com, be sure to check out our merch. Here we've got a couple of our nice hats in red, white, and blue. We've also got the navy color, Neil.
The navy blue.
And we got the gray.
We got
And the gray. Oh, yeah, we got the gray, too.
on.
We got about the gray. And we'll also have black. Once again, our product, really nice stuff. All of our clothing's made in America, besides our hats, of course. But I wanted to give you guys a good quality hat, so we picked out the best one.
Yep.
All the hoodies,
There you
great
go.
quality, super thick, heavyweight. We have some that are heavyweight, some that are lighter weight. You will not see any of the cheap $20 hoodies. We're just
There you
not going
go.
to do that.
And they're embroidered, not
Yes.
printed.
All the
That's
hoodies will be
important.
embroidered. Hats are embroidered. Beanies are embroidered. We'll probably embroider the sweats. T-shirts will probably.
Hoodies.
I mean, we can embroider T-shirts, but I think we're just going to screen print them.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, check it out. Buy something. So some of the stuff that's sold out, you can order it, and we'll get it to you as soon as possible, as soon as it gets
Yeah.
back in stock.
And we'll have pre-orders open too.
Oh yeah,
so
we'll have pre-orders open. We'll give out a
Place those.
discount.
Yeah.
We'll also be giving out hats and stuff. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
check it out.
Give it a check it out.
Yes, please do. And then don't forget to send us an email if you've got anything to say or any opinions to share. I've been Andrew Kale, on my right,
Neil Shaw.
and on my left.
Jaden Woods.
And all y'all keep grinding, keep building, keep showing up, and keep tuning in. Every local story adds to our national soul. Send us yours. And until next time, take care.